Hello everyone. It's been a while. Good to see all of you again. Before we start this video, I would just like to make a little bit of a serious mention and message to this regarding to what we learned on Monday in regard to Roman Reigns and his current battle with leukemia. Now, we've heard enough about it. At least I have. I'm not sure about you all, but you can obviously check it out if you haven't heard yet. Apparently, Roman has been dealing with this since he was 22 and he has to leave again, possibly for a number of years to fight this. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about that, but I'd like to at least leave a little message about how we should really look at WWE. We can always throw around the hate and the criticism about this company, but the thing is, it's not real, guys. It's not real, okay? They're all doing this, and we find it so entertaining. That's why we keep tuning in week after week. We're interested to know what's going to happen next. It's entertaining to watch with friends, family, keep up with it. But anything can happen, and we should really be thankful for what we're experiencing day in and day out in our lives, thinking, I don't know what's going to come next, but I should be thankful for every second I'm given on this world and the chances I have to make an impact. I'm not trying to make this sound cheesy, but we should really take a good message from this and think we don't know how much time we're going to have. We need to use every second of it while we've got it. That being said, what's going on, everyone? Your boy here, Apollo, from Down, Down, Up, Up. It has been a while. It's wonderful to see all of you again. It's been a few weeks since the Super Show went down in Australia, and I'm happy to be back. This time, it's time to get hyped for something that hasn't really been hyped on TV much in the past few weeks. Evolution is this Sunday, and it's time to talk about predictions. Now, thinking about it, I am looking forward to this show. I'm looking forward to a few matches in particular, mainly the SmackDown Women's Championship match and the NXT Women's Championship match, along with a couple of other situations. But overall, I think we have 8 matches set for this show. I don't know if there's anything announced. I'm not even sure if there's going to be a pre-show, honestly. If there is, that 6-woman tag that you all should know by now, why is it happening, should be on it. Nevertheless, it's really interesting to think that for the main event, we all know what it's going to be, and we all really knew what it was going to be for the past 2 months. I'm trying to think of when it got leaked, and I believed it right away. But then it started, at this point I'm referring to Nikki Bella and Ronda Rousey, then it started and I'm thinking, I don't hate this as much as I thought I would. I love the verbal jousting those two ladies have done to each other in the past couple of weeks. It's been entertaining, but the result should be the simplest thing to predict here. Let's be serious about that. But enough jagging. Let's move on. I don't even know what I just said, but the tongue obviously refuses to cooperate as usual in this wonderful content I provide to you all. You're beautiful. Let's kick it off right with the match I just mentioned, the 6-woman tag team match. Again, thank you to Cultaholic.com. Love you guys. Cannot wait to watch your reactions to it. Don't know why you're doing another live stream, though, because for network specials it's good, but for pay-per-views, the better simmed down reactions are better. Just my opinion. But 6-woman tag team match. It is the returning Sasha Banks. She's been back for like 2 weeks now, I think. Yeah, she came back a couple of weeks ago on Raw. Anyway, Sasha Banks, Bayley. Wish those two were fighting, but things just can't always work out. And Natalya taking on the Riot Squad. Ruby Riott picked up a win against Sasha on Monday. That surprised me a little bit, but then I think about it. It seems like just an easy lead into a face win. This might even kick off the show for all I know, even though in my head it should be the Battle Royal kicking off. They should do what they did at Over the Limit 2012. Have all of the entrances on the kickoff, and then just start the show with just a big old brawl in the ring. Simple, easy, better than just waiting and talking. That's just my opinion. So, for the 6-woman tag, though, my pick is the faces, Bayley, Sasha, and Natalya. It seems like an easy pick here. I don't see the point in doing another turn between Bayley or Sasha. The heat has just worn off, and I have no interest right now, at least not for the rest of this year. I don't see it. I don't see it working or making any difference. So no, sorry. I hope they both get a fair shot at Rousey though down in the future, and that's a prediction right there later in the show too. Moving on though, the Battle Royal itself. Now, apparently, the winner will receive a future championship match. Question is, what championship? Interesting. There could be a number of possibilities here because we've got SmackDown and Raw talent as well as legends coming back. I think, was it Tori Wilson, Kelly Kelly, Michelle McCool, Ivory, Molly Holly, Alundra Blaze. Some big names in this. What is going on in this house? But, I'm thinking if this is going to be done, it's not going to have a big impact, honestly. I'm thinking they might want to benefit this more towards Raw and have Nia Jax win because Nia versus Rousey, it's in need of a rematch. We remember Money in the Bank, so I'm thinking we might as well have Nia Jax win this. Have a little bit of a different feeling here. Have the bigger person win the match. Nia Jax can get some good dominance in. I'm coming for you, Ronda. It would be good. On the other hand, SmackDown is also in a fair need of a push-up. So we are going to ignore the sounds in the background because they're not relevant to me. Asuka winning would be really good for her. Let's think about what she had to put up with Carmella. If Asuka wins, I would love to see an Asuka versus Becky Lynch program begin. That would be interesting. I'm interested in that. You notice I'm using the word interested. So we could have a really good benefit from Raw and a really good benefit from SmackDown. Overall, I think I'm leaning toward my SmackDown choice, but I'm going to go for Becky Asuka overall. Bit better than Nia Rousey again, even though that match was pretty good, honestly. I didn't hate that. So it could go either way. Nia and Asuka seem like the shoe-ins. One of them I think is going to win. I have two picks for this one. It's a battle royal. Let's be fair about it, honestly. Now, when we're talking about championships, on the other hand, apparently the NXT UK Women's Championship has been announced to be defended on the show. Now, I don't like to spoil things that haven't happened yet, and in this case, I don't even know what's happened yet. Does NXT UK have a women's champion right now? And if you know, I would please ask you to not spoil in the comments. I'm really curious how this is going to be handled because as far as I know, there's no NXT UK champion right now. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I haven't spoiled it for myself. But if it is defended on the show and there is a champion right now, my pick is definitely for the champion because obviously she could not have held it that long. So yes, I'm going to pick whoever the champion is, if it's even on the show. Moving on. Now it's time to talk about another tag team match. This one seems a lot more easier to predict right now. Trish Stratus and Lita taking on Alexa Bliss. Where are you exactly? Apparently she's dealing with a concussion right now and maybe a broken nose. I hope she's okay. And she might be replaced by Alicia Fox. So that would mean, in that case, it would be Trish and Lita versus Alicia Fox and Mickie James. No change in the partner there, says their little program on Raw, where Alicia kind of just subbed in for Bliss. So, doesn't seem that hard to pick, honestly. I'm going to go for Trish Stratus and Lita. It seems like another solid Attitude Era-ish win for this show. So, it would make sense, especially with the winner of the Battle Royal not being a legend in the sense. So Trish Lita winning this match makes sense. Moving on, it is time to talk about the Mae Young Classic Finals. Hand in play. Toni Storm made it to the finals this year, and she's taking on Io Shirai, an athlete I'm honestly not that impressed with in this tournament. Two of her wins have come from a moonsault barely connecting with her opponent. Her match with Rhea Ripley was okay, but I'm more impressed with her first match in the tournament, and that was just a squash. So I'm picking Toni Storm. Toni deserves this. It will put a big booster on NXT UK. Kairi Sane won last year. Io, you just haven't impressed me that much. Again, my opinion, as you wonderful people have yourselves. But I'm picking Toni Storm. It would be really, really cool to see her win it this year when she came so close last year. And her match with, oh, what's her name? Oh, I for some reason keep blanking on her name. The lady that she fought in the semifinals of this year's tournament. Match of the whole tournament. That was awesome. Props to both of them. Maka Satamoto? Mika Satamoto? I just can't remember her name and I really apologize. But she's an awesome wrestler and I really wanted her to win too. So, well done to both of you. You're my pick, Tony. Now let's talk about the remaining title matches because I'm pretty sure we only have 3 to get through. First off, I think could be the hardest to predict here. NXT Women's Championship. Not UK, but the NXT Championship for the women. The new champion, well, newish. I'm saying new. She won it at the last takeover. Kairi Sane taking on Shayna Baszler. That's right, a rematch from the first Mae Young Classic, where the winner of the second Mae Young Classic gets the trophy. So, pretty cool how this all has just come full circle. As to who's going to win, I found this very difficult because as much as I love Kairi being NXT Women's Champion, Shayna made it work, and she has no need to rush onto the main roster right now. No. Ronda's doing fine. There's so many rumors that have come up. Bella Twins versus Ronda and Baszler at Survivor Series. I'm not seeing it. Shayna is just perfect in NXT right now. I'm taking a gamble on this one, but this is actually a title change I see coming. I think Shayna Baszler is going to take back the NXT Women's Championship. Kairi Sane might be moving to SmackDown pretty soon from what I've heard. So, whatever. I'm perfectly fine with Kairi retaining, but my pick is Shayna Baszler. I think she's going to win it back because Kairi did not get a definitive win at their last match at TakeOver. Shayna might get the choke in, or maybe she finally wins by pinfall. We'll see what happens. Moving on to the SmackDown Women's Championship. That's right, it's last woman standing. They call it the first, but they forget Asuka versus Nikki Cross. Shame on you. Awesome match that was. It was at the end of their program in NXT. Becky Lynch, champion, defending once again against Charlotte Flair. This feud has really been the opposite of the haters versus Roman. It's been lovers versus heel Becky Lynch. We all love Becky. There's no way we're turning on her. But good try with the Edge segment, because that shot to Edge when he was leaving the ring about possibly injuring his neck again, that was low. But well done, you tried. It didn't work, but it was a good try. Becky Lynch is wonderful. She will, in my opinion, survive Charlotte Flair here. I think the heel is benefited in this kind of match. Charlotte might even take herself out in the match, kind of like Gargano did against Ciampa. Also, Gargano, you turned heel, you naughty boy. So I see Becky keeping the title. And if Asuka wins the Battle Royal, we have an awesome program to get into after this. So let's see what happens. Main event, easy pick here. I'm picking Ronda Rousey. It's not a hard choice. If Nikki Bella beats Ronda Rousey, I sense a lot of television screens are going to get broken that night. Can you imagine that Ronda Rousey's first loss comes to the hands of Nikki Bella? What are you talking about? I don't understand why. Exactly. Please clarify this. I'm just having a bit understanding. Ronda Rousey. That's my pick. That's my pick. That wasn't creepy. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know who you think is going to win at Evolution this Sunday. What are your picks? Let me know. I hope you all check it out. And I will be back on Monday as usual for my results and review video. But in less than a week, I'm coming back again. Why? Because Crown Jewel is still a thing that's happening. And apparently John Cena is out. Good for him, Cena. You're winning me over this year. Again, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think is going to happen. What are you looking forward to most? Thank you all so much for watching. It's good to be back, and let's all be thankful for what we have. Keep it real.